Liverpool's summer business is showing no signs of slowing down, and the club now appears to be on the brink of completing another key midfield move. With Arne Slot shaping his squad ahead of the new campaign, decisions are being made not just about incoming talent, but also the futures of several promising players already on the books. Behind the scenes, talks have progressed swiftly, and one deal, long in the works, is now believed to be nearing the finish line. This latest development could have an effect well beyond Merseyside. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool's pursuit of Alexander Isak is not likely to end with their first offer being rejected, though Newcastle sources expect a resolution by mid-August. Newcastle have turned down Liverpool's first official bid for Isak, reported to be worth in the region of £110 million plus add-ons. It understandably fell short of their valuation, with it maintained that Newcastle will only sell for £150 million, provided they have a replacement lined up. Clearly, Liverpool will not end their pursuit after one failed offer, with the figures involved proof enough that they will do what it takes to sign the Swede. And while it has been 2.5 weeks since the news of Liverpool's first contact with Newcastle broke, an ongoing saga is expected to be resolved within a fortnight. That is according to Newcastle reporter Keith Downey, who told Sky Sports that he believes the matter will be sorted in the next week or two. It could be done next week, absolutely it could. I don't see this dragging on until the end of the transfer window, Downey explained. Newcastle would want some kind of resolution, I think Liverpool would too. The amount of money we are talking about is eye-watering. I don't think this is one that can be left to the dying embers of the transfer window. I do expect a resolution one way or the other in the next week or two, but it's a huge transfer. It would be a Premier League record if Newcastle were to accept. The urgency around the situation comes with Newcastle desperately seeking another top-level striker, with RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko and Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins among those targeted. Eddie Howe's squad will return to Tyneside on Monday following their pre-season tour of Asia, and Isak is expected to report back for training. But with the 25-year-old making clear his desire to leave for Liverpool, and 21-year-old William Ossola, their only other established striker, there is a necessity to resolve talks before Newcastle's Premier League campaign starts. That comes away to Villa on August 16th, and given how unsettled Isak is, Howe would no doubt like to have a committed striker in place before then. Now in a huge midfielder deal, Liverpool could be about to wave goodbye, at least temporarily, to one of their brightest young midfield prospects, with Celtic reportedly pushing hard to seal a deal for Stefan Bajcetic. According to sources, the Scottish champions are working on a loan-to-buy move that could be completed within days, with Brendan Rodgers personally driving the push for the 20-year-old. The Celtic boss is eager to reinforce his squad before their Premiership opener against St Mirren on August 3rd, and Bajcetic has emerged as a serious target. The interest in the Spanish youngster is far from new. As revealed last August, Liverpool were inundated with approaches for Bajcetic before he was eventually loaned out to RB Salzburg and then Las Palmas, gaining valuable experience in two contrasting European leagues. That development time appears to have done him plenty of good, and now he's once again in demand. From Liverpool's perspective, the door is open. The club are willing to sanction either a permanent sale or another loan, but a loan-to-buy deal is now considered the most likely outcome. Bajcetic, a graduate of the Reds Academy, would represent pure profit should a permanent transfer be completed, a factor not lost on those overseeing the club's summer business. Former England international Paul Robinson, speaking to the media, believes the deal is moving quickly and could be completed imminently. He also underlined the logic from both sides. Players on the fringes at Liverpool are finding it increasingly difficult to break into that starting 11, Robinson said. Bajcetic has had a couple of decent loan spells, and for Celtic, he ticks a lot of boxes. Bajcetic, still just 20, is heading into a critical phase of his career. At Liverpool, opportunities under a new head coach Arne Slot look limited this season, with the Dutchman reportedly content to allow him another loan move. But at Celtic, he could be handed a real chance to establish himself in a side aiming to dominate domestically and make strides in Europe. Celtic's interest in strengthening central midfield has been well documented, with it being reported back in July that the position was a top priority for Rodgers. Now, it seems Bajcetic could be the answer to that particular question, if the final details fall into place. For Liverpool, this is a potentially tidy piece of business. For Bajcetic, it's a shot at regular football under a manager who wants him. And for Celtic, it could be a low-risk, high-upside signing that adds both youth and technical quality to their engine room. As it stands, all parties appear aligned. Now it's just a matter of when, not if, the deal is done. In other news, Liverpool head coach Arne Slot insisted the club would never hesitate to sign a player if the chance presented itself. Despite having spent close to £300 million already this summer, the Reds continue to be linked with the Newcastle striker Alexander Isak in what would be a British transfer record deal. While the club have held an interest in the Sweden international for some time, there has been no approach but Isak's decision to absent himself from Newcastle's pre-season trip to South Korea has only increased speculation about a potential switch to Anfield. There has been a considerable turnover this summer, with senior players Trent Alexander-Arnold and Luis Diaz departing, in addition to second-choice goalkeeper Kelleher, Jarell Quansah and Nat Phillips. The response has been to spend a club record fee on Florian Wirtz, while also bringing in his Bayer Leverkusen teammate Jeremy Frimpong, Eintracht Frankfurt's Hugo Ekitike, Bournemouth defender Milos Kerkez, and goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili. But Slot said the spending may not stop there. I always say, another thing about Liverpool is that if we see a chance in the market, we never hesitate to bring someone in, he told reporters before departing Japan at the end of their trip to the Far East. In the end, it's about quality, and we have already made some very good signings. In terms of quality, we are already in the right place. Top of that quality list is Wirtz, one of Europe's hottest prospects at just 22. Liverpool beat Manchester City, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid to his signature, and were prepared to agree to a record £116 million deal because of what he offers currently and the potential for growth. We don't just think, let's bring a midfielder in. This is a long-term project for the club, Slot added. It's the way this club has worked over several years, targeting a specific player who we think can strengthen the squad and can bring us quality. Then we try to bring him in. I think this club has always worked like this. We do spend, but if we spend, then we always need to recoup some money. It's what we already started last summer when we only brought in Federico Chiesa, but we sold 3 or 4 players, which meant a big profit. So if you balance things out, we've spent for sure, but we've also recouped money. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.